What's up, guys? Aaron Bennett here. February 15th, Celsius is going before the court. I'm going to share with you some of the biggest updates and things that will be talked about then that are very, very, very important about Celsius getting an extension, also about some objections to that extension that came in. So what I want to dive in right here, go over what I'm going to talk about today. They're trying to sell Bitmain coupons, which will generate a couple $1 million for the estate. Also, the Texas State Securities Board is objecting to their exclusivity extension. And then we have a huge story that came in today talking about all of the attorneys for all of these states. Basically saying if you don't get your act together, if you don't present a plan, we want this entire thing to be liquidated. So starting out right here, we have Celsius wanting to sell their Bitmain coupons. So what this means is that Bitmain provided Celsius with certain coupons. Now, Bitmain, they are the people, or they're the company that builds the Bitcoin mining machines. So they gave these coupons to Celsius free of charge as a means of incentivizing the debtors to purchase additional mining rigs. But these coupons have an expiration date starting in mid-March. So what Celsius wants to do is monetize the coupons and the credits. So this is kind of like a company giving a coupon saying, hey, if you come back and buy more products, we're going to give you 10 or 20% off your future order. And Celsius is like, well, we're not going to use them. We are not moving forward, most likely, with our Bitcoin mining infrastructure, and we want to monetize them. So the Bitmain coupons should bring in around $7.4 million in liquidity, and the Bitmain credits should bring in approximately $7 million. So here we have the Texas State Securities Board also objecting to the exclusivity motion. So why is Texas objecting? Well, right here. The debtor's historic wrongdoing set forth in the final report of the examiner, the mounting admin costs, and the debtor's lack of liquidity. This all supports the denial of the exclusivity motion. So right now we have Texas, we have a bunch of states, we have the U.S. Trustee, we have the UCC, all objecting to this. Now, this is going to be talked about on February 15th. So next we have a pretty darn big story. We have the attorneys for the states of Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, D.C., Hawaii, Idaho, Maine, North Carolina, North Dakota, Oklahoma, and California. So what they're saying, and I'll get to what Simon Dixon has to say about this in a second, if we don't get our crap together, they want to liquidate us, or they think that is the best decision. They start out by saying that it's been since early July and nothing's really been done. They are bleeding funds. They talk about ad hoc creditors saying that they are dissatisfied with the pace and direction of the case, talking about the appointment of a trustee, which Daniel Frischberg and others have put forth. And here they talk about a massive conflict of interest, which I'm very glad they bring up. They say what the debtors do not mention is that the special committee members, Mr. Barse and Mr. Carr, were appointed just days prior to the bankruptcy filing, presumably at Alex's discretion, as he was still in control of the company at that point. Now, this is really important. I just want to scroll down here really quick and show you this. So Celsius reorganizes board of directors amid liquidity issues. This is from July 6th. So what is that, like a week or so, a couple days before they declare bankruptcy? This is after the pause. So there's been a lot of talk about, is Alex still in control? And you'll get people saying, no, absolutely not. He's not in control. He's been out of the process for a long time. He appointed the two people in charge of literally the restructuring committee. To think that he does not have a voice is ridiculous. And here they say that those directors' connections with Mr. Mashinsky can be determined with minimal discovery, meaning it's freaking obvious that there is still a connection between Alex and the people in charge of this reorganization. And here they say an extension should depend on whether at this week's hearing Celsius can put forth a plan that are agreed to by the sponsoring parties, likely to be confirmable, regulatory compliant, feasible to move forward within light of the debtor's limited solvency period, meaning they're running out of money. If those basic criteria cannot be met, we do not believe that exclusivity should be extended, and that, get this guys, the parties should be looking towards moving this case into a posture of orderly liquidation. And this is what Simon Dixon says as well. He says if we don't see a Celsius plan on the 15th, which I am recording this on the 13th, we are probably all getting liquidated US dollars back at this point. Regulators are running low on patience, Time to show the plan, Celsius. No more messing around. Now, this is a really, really big deal for taxes. A lot of people will honestly have to declare bankruptcy if they liquidate everyone's crypto into US dollars. There are so many problems with this, and this is really the worst, or one of the worst case scenarios at this point. I mean, I guess the worst case scenario would be Celsius takes our coins, puts it into another failing company, they go through another Chapter 11, and then all of a sudden we have nothing. Okay, that's worst case scenario. Second worst case scenario is liquidating back into US dollars, just because it is very gruesome and it will probably tank the crypto market with how much they have to sell. And again, people who bought Bitcoin, say 5 or 7 years ago, they are going to have a massive tax hit. Simon says that multiple state entities, like I just covered, agree that the estate has been bleeding funds and Celsius has not proven that they are ready to present a plan. And basically, if a plan is not presented on the 15th, they would like the extension denied, and the plan should be for, again, an orderly liquidation. So guys, that is where we have it. That's what's going on right now. Big day on the 15th. Basically, the judge is going to have to decide, am I going to end that exclusivity and give it over to the UCC? I personally believe that the judge will give Celsius exclusivity, and that is just kind of the game plan from the start. We will see, though. We will honestly see what happens, and I will be with you every step of the way. And let me end the video shilling some hardware wallets. If you do not already have a hardware wallet, this is a Ledger Nano, still in the plastic. Haven't even opened it because this is just for demo purposes. You can store it here in a little pod, pretty cute. And then if you want to secure your seed phrase with a crypto steal, this is where you can do so. And link below for that. It is an affiliate link. I get 10% on your order, so it helps me make these videos. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.